in those different sectors together, right? So that's the opportunity that we want to think about. The second, we cannot forget that we are here to amplify the voices that we serve. So I try not to speak very much because I think our partners have a lot more things to share. So when we have a session like last week, when we organized this global assembly of democracy, World Movement Democracy, our job is to simply create a space for our partners to speak for themselves. Nothing stronger than their own voices. So just try to remember that. How do we bring and how do we create the spaces for our people, partners, to be on the table speaking for themselves? And I want to talk about narratives. Yes, there's a lot of narratives out there that are often manipulated by different actors. So it is important for us to be technically savvy and the data savvy to really understand where these narratives are coming from and how it's being disseminated. And we experienced that ourselves last few weeks, and we are still gathering how these narratives are created and who's disseminating it. And having that information really help us to understand how do we expose that negative narrative. But also at the same time, we need to create our own narrative. So if we are saying we are a legitimate actor, legitimate partner in advancing governance, advancing policies that work for community, are we telling the right stories? What's our communication skill set? Here it's so great to see our partner like ARC, Artists at Risk Collective. These are the people that can actually work with to tell the stories that we want to share with communities and as actors. And just remember that information flow is so fast. So we have to be constantly telling these stories. Reporting, producing a report not going to help you to get the recognition that you want anymore. You need to tell the story through the report findings in a very creative way. So I urge you to think about how do we engage with creative minds. And then finally, I should say that, and I think, if you look at all the partners today, we have Environmental Justice Fund, Accountability Fund, Accountability Lab, and the creatives and artists. These are our partners that we've been working together for a long time. But more and more, this intersectionality is key in winning this battle. So it's great to see this community is growing, thinking about this intersectionality of how we work with environmentalists, how do we work with artists who are racist. And then finally, I wanted to point out a few things as opportunities to look out. Currently, the UN Human Rights Committee, not the Commission, Human Rights Committee, is thinking about organizing general comments on Article 21, focusing on freedom of association. It is one particular moment where this community should get together and yet emphasize the importance of human rights defenders' role in promoting governance, promoting accountability. So do not miss this opportunity. It is an international UN official interpretation of what freedom of association means. So, inserting our voices in official document like that is a good tool to have for the long run. The second, I think there are a lot of new language growing in our community. 2 years ago, we conducted a survey among young people that we work with around the world. And we asked simply, what does democracy look like to you? Explain in one word. No young activists say anything about human rights. They didn't use the word human rights, they talk about social justice, accountability, and inclusivity. Those are three words that came out from the survey. They didn't talk about the word human rights. So we also have to start thinking, what language are we going to use? We talked about the importance of narrative, importance of communications. We may have to think about a new way